Hi.
Hi, are you sure this course is just for 2499?
Yes, and you know this is the only course with this expertise across the world.
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hi, everybody. A very good evening to you all. And today I am Ishwara, and I'm here, and I'll be the host for today's webinar. So, yeah, it's a good Sunday evening, and to make your evenings your weekend and Sunday more productive, we are back again with yet another session of live mock interview. So, yeah, we'll begin with the session. But first of all, I want to know that how are you guys doing? I hope that you are also doing fine and you are also excited about today's session. Hello everybody. Hello Mukesh. Kajal is wishing all the best to Samiran. Hello Sahil. Hello Mukesh. Hello everybody. I guess from your this enthu, I can only assume. So I can only assume that you guys are doing really well. Shweta ma'am, किसी लड़की का interview भी लिया करो. I'll try my best that we'll bring more candidates, more female candidates, and I urge to all the female candidates out there that they should fill the form that we've been putting in the comment in the description below. So you should, once we'll get the entries, we'll surely bring girls to this live mock interview series, and for that the female force has to be really enthusiastic, I guess. So yeah, we'll sure get more, basically many more, but yeah, the initiative has to be taken. So hello Adarsh, hello everybody, hello guys. So right. So let's begin with our today's session. And for today's session, we have Mr. Samiran Roy, who will be interviewed by our, very loved mentor, who is Mr. Piyush Khandelwal. So we'll just get started with our webinar. I'll first add Samiran to this stream, and then I'll add Piyush sir to the stream, and we'll start the scene.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, Samiran, how are you?
I'm good, ma'am. What about you?
I'm also good. I hope that you are excited about today's webinar.
Yes, ma'am. I'm pretty excited about it.
Cool. I'm just adding Piyush sir to the stream, and then we'll begin with the webinar.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hi, Shwarya. Hi, Samiran.
Good evening, sir. Hi, sir.
So,
Sir, how are you, sir?
I'm good, Shwarya. How's you?
I'm also fine, sir. So, let's begin the session. I'll be shifting to the backend, and the screen is all yours. Okay.
Sure. Thank you, Shwarya.
All the best, Samiran.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Hey, Samiran. How's you?
I'm good, sir. What about you, sir?
I'm absolutely fine. So, are you excited or like feeling nervous?
I'm pretty excited. With that, I'm a little nervous as well.
Okay. That's fine. That's actually quite normal thing when you are appearing for an interview. Right. So don't worry. It is going to be a healthy discussion between you and me, right? Whatever you feel like, you need to tell me okay. So I was going through your resume, Samiran. It was like quite interesting, and the projects that you are working on were like, I would really love to hear from your side. But I want a technical introduction of yours, a small technical introduction of yours, where you could be mentioning your technical skills, right? Skill set that you have worked on, and the projects that we have went through.
So my name is Samiran Roy, and I'm from Uttarakhand, Haridwar. So basically, as per my technical skills, these are C++ data structures and algorithms. With that, I've also working on web development. In web development, I'm working on MERN stack development, means your MongoDB, Express, then your Node.js and React. So as per my projects, I have basically the two major projects will be, as per my site, first will be your social networking website, and second would be your coder profile ranker.
Okay. So what is this social networking website? Like,
So just
is
like,
it like,
sir, yes, sir.
is it another Facebook thing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. More of that Facebook and Instagram kind of.
Okay. So why do you felt the need of creating another Facebook, like when one is still existing? So how your social networking site is different from others, like which are pre-existing?
I won't say it is too much of a different. It is almost similar. But the reason that I've started working on this project was that there was a lot of things to learn over here. Since I've also learned how about Socket.io, then your login signs, then your Google authentication and all. With that, I've also learned about means how to work with your database, what kind different kinds of queries will be there, and I've also overcome some of the problems which I faced over there. So that's how it was. Means there was a lot of learning over there. So that's how I want
Okay.
to
So
start with the thing.
what was the biggest challenge that you faced when we were developing this social networking site?
Yes, sir. So if you will see that in chat application, when we use Socket.io, we create a room, right? So basically, we will search the net, and then you will be having a room for the group chat. So there was no way to have personal chats with me, like if you want, you and me want to chat, and other third person can't see that. So I want to overcome that problem. I want to have a room name which is unique, and nobody else can have that. So what I decided that I was thinking about a lot about that. Then I come up with a solution that let's take email. Emails are unique, right? And if let's say your unique, your email is Piyush and my email is Samiran. So I just thought that I can combine those email, and if we will combine two unique names, then they will still remain unique, right? So that's how I created a unique room name. Then there was a second problem that when I will be in socket.io, it doesn't know that which user will be coming first and which user will be coming second. So I won't be able to create the unique room name. So I just thought that your emails are also strings, and strings can be arranged in lexicographical order. So I just thought that the one which is lexicographically smaller will be coming first, and the email which is larger will be coming later. So because of that, I was able to create a unique room name, and that's how it was.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And another project of yours is like, what is it? The name that you
Coder
mentioned.
profile ranker. Coder profile
Okay.
ranker, sir.
So it is also interesting, right? You have tried to accumulate different rankings of a coder from
Yes, sir.
different platforms, and you are trying to give a unique ranking, right?
Yes, sir.
Or an average ranking on the basis of
Um,
his.
not exactly average, means it will be average in some circumstances. Means I have to explain that in a brief.
So why that idea came to your mind? Like why you should be developing this project? But
I just thought that people are means having means they're working on different project profiles, means code chef, code forces. They would like to have a means a profile where they can have means they can combine all of them together to have a different rating of among all of them to compete with each other. So I just thought that I can do that. So that was the main purpose
you
regarding
know,
that.
Samran, that is this will be very helpful for interviewers actually. Generally, what happens when you get the resumes, right? And it is like mentioned that someone is 6 star at Code Chef, someone is like expert at Code Forces, right? So it becomes very difficult to determine like how to arrange all those candidates as per their coding ratings, right? Or
Yes, sir.
coding expertise. But this will actually help the interviewers, and I wish that you should be carrying on, like you should be carrying on your work on this and taking it to a full-fledged project. Like it would be very useful, or you can like have this product will be very useful by different interviewers. You can sell this product to different portals who provide this career opportunities, right?
Thank you, sir, for that encouragement. I will try my best to improve it even more.
Yeah, I really like the project, right? So, Simran, my question is like you have been into competitive programming, but your background is ECE, right? You are from EC background.
Yes, sir.
So, how this change happened, right? Why you want to go into competitive programming?
Sir,
Why
when I
not in your
started,
core field?
actually, when I was in college, and then not in, sorry, actually, when I was in school, I was not good at C, C++, not at all. So I just thought that
Okay.
it is not my field, I shouldn't go with that. So I just thought I will go with EC. But when I came to college in my second year, I was comfortable with C, C++. I don't know how it was, but I was comfortable. So one of our teacher told me that you should go with coding. So I just thought, okay, let's try some few questions and all. So I just started working on C, C++. I built a project, basic project on it. It was a student library management on C++. So all of a sudden I got interested a lot. So I started data structures from GeeksforGeeks. So I really liked liking it even more when I did data structures. So after that I learned about competitive programming, means your problem solving skills, how you can improve them. So I just started over it, and the more I do, the more I become interested in it. So that's how it was.
Okay, that's fine, Chandra. That's
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Because generally, what happens, you don't know what interests you, and once you start getting interest in it, then you realize that it is too late, right?
Yes, it's really
But
great.
it's good in case of yours, right? You know
Yes,
that
sir.
you know it at correct time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine, Chandra. So let's talk about data structure because you have been into competitive programming, right? So let's talk
Yes, sir.
about certain data structures thing. If I ask you to rate yourself in data structures or in coding, right? In
Yes,
coding
sir.
those data structures, how much would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 is least and
Sir,
10 is highest.
I would suggest 7.5.
Okay, that's fine. So can you let me share my screen first? I'll show you the question. Okay,
Yes, sir.
then you have to tell me the solution that comes to your mind, and then we would moving to coding that implementation, right?
Okay,
We'll
sir.
start with very simple question. Can you see the screen?
It is still, yes, sir, I can see it now.
Okay, so you are given two numbers, right? Let it be A and B, right? So it could be anything A and B. What I need to do is I need to tell how many bits are needed to be changed to convert A to B, right? So if you are given, suppose A is 5 and B is 3. So I can see A is 101, right? And B is
Okay, sir.
011. So how many bits are needed to be changed? Here
I
the
guess
answer
two.
will be yes. Here the answer will be 2.
So, sir, can I start with my
Did you
solution?
get the question? Did you
Yes,
get
sir,
the
I got
question?
it. Yes, I got it.
Okay. So what will you do? Like what will be your approach to do this?
Sir, my first approach would be that I will be saving these two bits in. Are they, first of all, my question is that are they in string form or something else, or in the number
They are
form?
in number. They are in number form only.
Okay, okay. So I will be saving them in a string, like a 0 for your 0 bit and 1 for your 1 bit. And after that, I will be traversing them again to check what is the difference between them. And I will just count the differences between them. So in this case, I will have a time complexity of big of log n,
I am
because
giving you. I am not giving you binary strings. I am giving you 5 and 3. I am giving you numbers, right?
yes, sir. So that's why I'm telling that I will be saving them. Means I will be taking the AND operator, and I will check whether that at specific, let's say, how should I explain? Means at that specific position it is 1 or 0. So I will be saving those bits in string form. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you will convert it into binary
Yes,
and
sir.
store it in string form,
Yeah, string.
right?
Yes, sir. Both of them. And then I will checking
Okay.
the difference between them.
What will be the complexity of it?
Space will be your login. Why login? Because we are counting the bits, not the means actual length. So it will login, and time will also be login.
Okay. Can you write the code for this?
Yes, sir, I can. Can I
You need
optimize
to
it
share
even
your.
more? I have more better approach than this.
Tell me. Tell me.
The other approach could be that instead of saving it in a string, what I could do is that I will be taking out their bits by taking the AND operator, as I mentioned earlier. And after that, I will check the XOR between them. If the XOR is 1, then there is a difference between them. So I will be counting that. So with this, this time will be again login and space will be big of 1. So it will be more optimized as per space.
I would love to see your code actually.
Yes, sir, sure. Uh, Is it visible, sir?
It will be.
Is it fine?
Sorry. You show your
Sir,
screen. Yes. The screen is visible. You can start writing, right?
so let's take two variables, and after that I will be taking a variable count as my answer. With that, I will be iterating. Let's take the constraints from I0 to let's take it as 31 for now. So what I will be doing is I want to check the bit position, means what is that value. So as we have already studied about AND operator, so let's say for A I will be taking as val A, that what is the bit value of over here, A right, and 1. Because of this I will be getting the bit value over here.
Okay.
So I will be taking it for both of them. So now if I will take, sorry, so if the XOR value means val A XOR val B will be equal to 1, and surely not a, then I will be counting the incrementing my count, and then I will just return it. So that's how my code is.
Okay. So it will take, the complexity will be.
So again I will repeat that it will be log n, because I earlier I thought that it will be log means log n, sorry, big of n, but after doing some research I got to know that when we traverse the bits it is log n. But since
How
I'm
it
also
is going to
traversing,
log n? Yes, you are traversing always 32 times, right? You are
Yes,
shifting
sir.
it 32 times. How it can be log n?
That's the other thing, is that I'm also always shifting 32, so it will constant time, so I can also say it as big of 1.
That is what I'm saying. How you
Yes,
can
sir.
say it is log n, because you are always traversing it 32 times.
Yes, in this case it will be big of 1, because I'm also always traversing the same 32 times.
So do I really need to traverse it 32 times? Right?
Means it depends upon the power, sir. Means if it is more, then I have to traverse even more.
No, just tell me, right? If number can be represented in 4 bits, right? Or number could be represented in 8 bits, why do I need to have 32 write shifts?
So because I don't know that what will be the maximum value, means I can do that, but I have to take the power out of it. Okay, I can also optimize it even more. If I will take the
You're
power
getting
out
it?
of it, I can, yes, sir. I can optimize it even more. If I will try to take, I guess the number of bits I have to take over here. So let's say NTI equals 0. Shift it over here, right? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can take a power of 2 like this. While P should be, I would say, like power of P 2 comma P less than or equals to your maximum of A comma B. And also do this one. It will optimize even more, because I'm only taking that specific power. Means whatever is the maximum one.
Okay. So what you're doing, you are seeing that 2 to the power x is less than equals to this. So in this case, it is going to be log of.
Optimizing more. Log of n.
Okay. That's fine.
Yes, sir.
But instead of doing this, couldn't we check it inside this for loop whether the number has gone to 0 or not? Right? We are doing right shift, right? Every
Yes,
right
sir.
shift will be dividing the number by 2.
Yes, sir.
And soon you will encounter that the number will be 0, right? After the most significant set bit has been popped out
Yes, sir.
after right shift, so it will become 0. The number will
Yes,
become
sir.
0. So instead of computing this power, you could have checked it inside this for loop only. When you are doing the right shift, whether A is greater than 0 or B is greater than 0. Like if any one of them has been 0, then you could have get out of the loop. Don't you think it would have worked?
Sir, means you're talking about the second loop, right? This one?
Yeah. Inside this loop, when you are doing right shifting on A and B, if you would have checked whether A has been reduced to 0 or B has been reduced to 0, you will be terminating the loop then and there only.
Yes, sir. Sir, it is dividing by 0. I got that part. Yeah, we can also divide by 2 as well. If we will take the power of 2. Means not doing the right shift, but dividing by 2. We can do that as well. But sir, there will be a problem.
Okay.
Like, yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me. What will be the problem?
I want to know that what you were asking me, that dividing by 2 or right shifting. What was your approach? Means
Right shifting is dividing by 2 only. When you right
sir.
shift any number by 1 bit, it is dividing by 2.
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
yes, sir. So sir, I want to know, so that in this case it will be failing, right? If I will get 0 in between, and if I will just break the loop, then it will become a problem for me. So that's why I didn't do that.
It won't be a problem. Let me tell you. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you. What is the problem in this code is, when this inner loop, this for loop will run for first time, right? It will take the same number and right shift it by 1 bit, right? Next time
Yes,
it will
sir.
take the same number A and right shift it by 2 bit. Can't
Yes,
I
sir.
store the change, right? I need to update the value A so that when it is shifted by 1, in next loop I am shifting again by 1 bit only. So what you are doing is, you are shifting in the first loop, we are shifting the number, you take the original
By
number
1.
and shift it by 1 bit. And in the next loop, you take the original number, shift by 2 bit. So
Yes,
can't
sir.
you have done this way, so that when you have done shifting by 1 bit, store that number, and next time shift that number by 1 bit. So overall shifting in second loop will be shifting by 2 bits only. Are you getting it?
Sir, please again tell me.
Let me share my screen. If you get, see this, what you are doing is, you have taken some number A, right? And you are shifting it by 1 bit first time, when the value of I is 1. When the value of I is 2, you are shifting it by 2 bits, right?
Yes, sir.
When the value of I is 3, you are shifting it by 3 bits. Rather than doing this, I could have done shift by 1 bit when I equals to 1, right? And I update the value of A. Now original A has been
The change
updated,
you want to see.
right? When the value of I is 2, I will have updated A and I will shift this A by 1 bit only. I won't be making 2 shifts, right?
So is it that first one we are making with 1 bit and then 2. So means, but at that you're also shifting the 2 bits, right? Means you are also iterating it
Okay,
again.
show me your solutions, Samiran.
Okay, you're doing with 1 only. I2, 1 bit. Okay, in the next iterator means you are shifting your bit by 1 position.
Yes.
Okay, I got that part.
And what you are doing is, show me your code first.
Yes, sir. Share. Yes, sir. So, sir, for that, what we can do? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So, what I can do for that is, let's say A will be equals to A divided by 2 plus A mod by 2. Like that.
What it will do?
At the end, sir, shifting by one bit is dividing by 2, right?
Yes.
So let's take example, a simple example. Let's say 8. So if A is 8, and if I will divide it by 2, then it will be 4. And mod of 2 is, mod of 8 is 0. So I will get
Okay.
4. So after that, I will
Okay.
get 2, and 0,
Okay.
and 1, like this. And 1 I will just, yeah, 1.
So why do I need to have this A mod 2, right? Without this also it will work the same way. If I write A equals to A divided by 2,
Equals to divided by 2. We'll stick 9. In 4 and forget about mod. 4, 2, 1. It is working the similar.
okay. Simran, did you get the idea? Like how we are going to optimize this?
I'm not getting one thing is that means what kind of difference it will shift means you want to, okay, by shifting one bit I can do that. So you want to set at every single instance of time I should update it so that I will not be doing that 2 shift, 3 shift, more shifts again and again.
Yes, yes, exactly what I'm saying is.
So that's what you're trying to say me. Okay, got it.
Don't you think, like I'm not saying, don't you think that makes sense? That should be the way.
Yes. Actually, I was used to think like that before because I just thought that why we are doing shifting again and again, lot of shifting over there. Because just like loops, iterating 5 loop and iterating 7 loop, 5 is comparatively much more better. Just an example. So yeah, your example is quite good. Means instead of iterating, means shifting the bit 2 or 3 times, we should iterate it only once time. It will optimize a little bit. Yes, sir. So after doing it, what I can do, 1, and let's say is equals to A divided by 2, and B is equals to B divided by 2. Fine.
Okay. Okay. Can you run this and let's see whether it works or not?
Means so dry run.
No, you run. Will it run or not?
Okay, so you want to run me it on a console.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, I'm not good at Sublime right now, so I will go with C++.
You can use any online compiler as well.
I'm fine with C++. So, so let's go with 5 and 1. Easy example.
Yeah. Let's see.
So it should be 1 as per the answer.
Answer should be 2, right? 101 and 001. It should be 1, right?
Yes, so 1.
Okay. Can we try with 5 and 0?
5 and 0, yes, sir. Okay, it's showing wrong. 5 and 0 should be 2. Because I'm not considering the odd number. Should I go with it? Yes, sir. Mod should be there because I'm forgetting the 1 bit.
Okay. Will it work for other cases? Like, let's see. 5 and 1.
5 and 1. Where is the problem then? power 2. Left side mod 2 will be 1, 0.
Okay, Samiran,
Yes,
let's
sir.
move to another question, right? Let's move to another question.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So what you need to do, you are given a linked list, right? And you need to tell me whether the length of linked list is uh, even or odd.
Length of the linked list is even or odd?
Yes, just this.
So basically, sir, what I will be doing is that I will take a variable n and I will be iterating the linked list and I will just get a size until it doesn't becomes null. So I will just
Okay.
divide it by means I will just do mod 2. If it is 1, then it's odd. If it is 0, then it is even. That's my approach.
Okay. What will be the complexity of this?
Big of n time and big of one space.
Can we do better than this?
We can do better. What we can do is we can traverse 2 bits at a time, means 2 nodes at a time. So it will be
Okay.
again upper bound big of n, but means it will be big of n in time complexity, but it will be actually n of 2.
So if I travel 2 pointers, how would I determine that the length is even or odd, right? Again, I am going to divide. Will you be counting?
Yes, I will be counting like if I'm in the first bit, then it will be 0. When I will be moving to the third bit, then I will just count it as 2. But if the third bit
Okay.
becomes 0, yes, sir.
I want code for this. I want code for this.
Yes, sir. Share screen. So I will be taking the node and then root. Say root is not null. And then so in a single instance of time, whenever I will be increasing 2 bits, then it will be 1 and 2. So take some base cases like if it will be null. If root is null, then one is 0. And in case of odd, I won't be having any count. So yeah, this will also help because I will explain later. Root next is null, then return 1. So I can take in the start as 2 because if the root would have next would have null, then it would have already 1. So I know beforehand that the answer is already 2. So after traveling like this, yeah. So let's say root is equals to root. I will be traversing 2 pointers as I mentioned, and n will be plus equal to 2. So let's say in even cases, if root is again third, next first, 1, 2, 3, 4 means it will be traversing here, then it will stop. But for 5, it will be just written null. Okay, fine. So if the root next is null, then I will do n minus minus. And I will just return n. So the why the reason I have took this? Yes, sir.
After this, you will do the computation, right?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Whether this
the
n is
computation.
divisible.
Yes, sir. Mod 2.
Okay. So tell me, Samiran, in what case root is good? Like why you have done this check? If root ka next is equals to null, why you have done this?
This one, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So let's take an odd example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, sir. So in first iteration, I will be at 1. In third, I will be in second iteration, I will be at third, and in third iteration, I will be at 5th position, right? So till here, then my answer will be 6 because I'm already doing it, and plus 2. Right.
Okay, tell me one thing. Are you
Yes,
missing
sir.
something or not, right? Are you missing something? You have assumed the
One,
value of n is 2, right? But
2. Yeah, it's
you are
not there.
traversing from.
So n2, it's 2, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's fine now.
Okay.
It should be
Now
0.
question
It should be
comes.
0.
Now
Yeah.
question comes. Why this check in line number 18 root connects is equals to null? Again, let's get back to this
So,
question.
sir, yes, sir. So, at first iteration, I'm at 1. In second, I will be at 3. In third, I will be at 5th, right? Till here, my answer will be 6, isn't it? Because I'm already taking 2, and we know that till here it will be 6. So I just, because in case of odd, I have to decrease one value. So I will just
Okay,
do it
just
5.
can you think of a way so that I don't be using this variable n and I can still tell whether the linked list is of even length or odd length without using this variable?
Without using this variable, even
I don't
possible.
want to count this, right?
Uh, Means the number of nodes will be even or odd without counting the nodes or iterating the nodes.
Just concentrate on the condition which you have written on number 18, line number 18. This will help you.
Okay, sir, that's how you're going to determine that. It will be, let's say it's a string, then it will be odd. And it will be even over here. Like that. But next is null, then for sure it is a odd case, as I already mentioned over here.
Okay.
And for
Still you are using variable, right? Why you are using this n variable?
the variable not needed. Sorry for that. We don't require the variable now. And here odd, and here even.
Okay. So what? एक बार check करो program को. Somewhere you are returning, somewhere you are printing, right? What this program is doing?
Printing. Okay, sir. These are the examples. So
Code check करो. Will this code run?
root is null, then let's say that it is string type odd. Root next. That's fine. Until root. This should be there.
और देखो और क्या गलती है? What else mistake you have made?
Root next null, root next fine, and then root next should not equals to null. Fine. I guess it should work fine.
Will this code on line number 16 work? What it is doing?
Sir, oh, I call. Okay, I'm not returning anything. I'm just return odd. Okay, sir. Just checking the logic
Okay.
whether it is wrong or right. Yes, I got it.
Okay. So now this code will run or will give some error?
As per me, if I will see the compiler error, string solve root null fine, root next null fine. I've taken the 2 cases. It's not required even over here. Yes, sir, it's fine. It will work fine.
Okay. So here the condition in while loop should be and or or. What do you think?
Sir, if I will do or, in case of or, if root is null, then it will go to the second part. Then it will be a segmentation
So-
fault. Means,
Okay,
let's
so you are
say
saying why root is not equals to null? and root ka next is also not equals to null.
Because what in our case what it does, if the first condition false, it will go check in the second condition, and if we are going to access the null value, then it will be an error.
Okay, so what how it will run? एक बार try run करके दिखाओ जरा कैसे चलेगा ये. मेरे को एक even length के लिए एक odd length के लिए try run करके देखते हैं.
Sir, when we talk about odd length, right?
Okay.
So in first iteration I'm at 1 because it is the head, fine. So in the second iteration I'm shifting 2 nodes at a time, so I will be going at 3. So again I will be I'm going to shift 2 nodes, so I will be at 5. Since root is null, no, it is false. Root is not equal to null, it is fine. I will go with the second condition. Root next is not equal to null. Root next is not equal to null, but it is null, right? So it is going to stop. So I will get this condition. So because of that, I will get the odd condition. So let's move to the even one. So even one, first iteration I'm at 1, second I'm at 3rd, and then I will be reaching at null. So in null it will be just stopping this condition only. So and after that, yes sir.
After that, see what will happen at line number 12? Root is null.
Okay, I'm just forgetting over here as well. So root should not be equals to null because I'm accessing the same thing. Okay, that's right, sir.
Samiran, when we write code, we
yes,
try
sir.
run on our own, right? We should not be missing these types of cases, right?
Yes, sir. These are very crucial.
Okay. Now will this work?
After these many mistakes, I want to check it again. So string root null I've already done. Root, this will work fine. I'm pretty sure about this. I'm not even accessing any null value, so it will work as well. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it will work right now.
Okay. I want you to. अच्छा ठीक है. It's okay. ठीक है. चलो. Like, was this question easy or difficult? I would love to ask you.
Actually, it was easy, but I was missing the small cases because of my nervousness.
Why did you miss those cases, right? Because it was very simple problem.
Yes,
and
sir,
still.
Too much simple.
So what was going in your mind, right? Why did you miss those cases?
I was totally thinking about the two-pointer logic, that whether it will work or not. So I was not focusing on the compiler errors and all that stuff.
Okay. So I have one more question for you. I'm sharing my screen with you, right?
Yes, sir.
And last question for you, Samiran. Try to think and then answer, right? I don't want you to miss any of the test cases in this one.
Okay, fine, sir.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So what I have done is I've actually deployed a machine, right? And this machine is actually manufacturing something. So what I'm doing is I'm making an hourly log. So I'm making an log of this machine on hour basis, right? How much objects it is producing at this particular hour. So it starts at some hour. Suppose 12 बजे इसने production start किया, machine 12 बजे start हुआ, ठीक है? Then I'll make a next entry at 1 p.m. Then next entry at 2 p.m. Next entry at 3 p.m. Right? Then 4 p.m. 5 p.m. इस तरीके से I am going to start this thing. So I am making the logs of the number of objects this machine is producing at every hour, right? So 12 बजे जब start किया या 12 बजे तक उसने कितना वो प्रोड्यूस किया, राइट? ऑब्जेक्ट्स प्रोड्यूस किया, वो वैल्यू मैंने यहाँ पे स्टोर कर लिया. सो इट इज 5, ठीक है? देन इट कुड बी सपोज दूसरे आर में उसने वैल्यू प्रोड्यूस किया 10, ठीक है? थर्ड आर में देयर वाज समथिंग रॉन्ग, समथिंग वेंट रॉन्ग. इट कुड बी बिकॉज ऑफ पावर ऑफ, राइट? इट कुड बी समथिंग, इट कुड बी सम रीजन जिसकी वजह से वो कुछ भी प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर पाया. तो लॉग्स वर नॉट मेड, इट वाज एन एम्प्टी स्पेस क्रिएटेड, राइट? So I say 0 objects were produced at that time, right? Then suppose third hour में it created some, suppose 5 objects only. Okay. Then again there was some problem due to which the labor was not available, something was happened due to which again nothing was produced at 4th hour, right? So I have a log of how many objects by produce this machine every hour, right? Now what do I want is, it generally happens that at certain hours this machine is not working and it is producing 0. So there I am getting a lot of entries with 0 in my logs file, right? So what do I want is, I want to write a log cleaner so that it will create an entry of all the hours in which it has produced something, right? So what do I want is, I want this log to be created like this, so that all the hours on which this object was produced, like 4,
No zero,
10,
no zero values.
5, right? And all the empty spaces are moved at the end of the log file.
So will I be getting these values in array?
Yes. You will be getting an array, right? Where you will be getting the number of objects at particular hour, right? And what I need to do is, I need you to produce, like I want you to get all these objects, like how many objects are produced at particular hour. They should be mentioned, they should be together, and all the blanks entries which were made, they should be at the end.
Okay, fine. So what I can do, I can create a window for your non-zero values. So I can just separate them in this side, in left side, and other on the right side. So this will be my approach.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how, like, what will be the this size of window from where it will start?
So I will just start it from j equals to 0. Fine. So if I will see a non-zero value over here, then I will just swap that value from that window. So let's say 4 was at 0. So 4 will remain at its place because it will swap with itself only. Then I will increase the j value so that I will be increasing my window size. After that, let's say it is 0, then it won't be doing anything. After in the second index, if I will have some non-zero value, let's say 7, then again it will just swap the value from node 2 and node 1. So because of this, I will have 4, 7, 0. So you can already see that how I'm dividing them in 2 partitions.
So can you open this editor and explain me where, like, take some test cases?
Yes, sir. So like I was mentioning back 4, 5, let's say 4, 0, 7, 0, 0, 1. And let's say I have a window of j equals 0. Fine. So whenever I'm at index 1, sorry, index at 0, when I have a 4 value, then as we can see, it is a non-zero value, right? So I will just swap it with 0 index value, which is itself. So I will get 4 over here. And I will see that I will increase the j value as well. So my j value will be 1. I will see that it is a 0 value, so I will just ignore it. And then I will get 7. So I can see that it is a non-zero value. So I will just swap the index 1 value and index 2 values because 7 is a 2, right? So because of this, I will have 7 over here and now 0 over here. So the answer for now will be this one. My j will be increment to 2. So let's erase this one. Now I can see there are again 2 zeros over here. So I will just ignore these zeros and I will reach at 1. So at 1, what is the index value? Which is 5. So 5 will be swapped with 2. Right. So 2 is at here in this index. Instead of 0, I will be taking 1 over here and 0 over here. So I will just have this value 471000.
So you should proceed with writing the code for this, sir.
Okay, sir. Right, let's say solve. I mentioned j will be my window value. So if the value is let's say not equal to 0, only then I will swap the values, which is at ARRI and ARRJ. And I will increment my j because I want to increment my window size. Otherwise, I will just ignore. So this is how it's going to be working.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
J0, J plus, right? Can you run this?
Yes, I can. Let's take our array and let's take the values as already mentioned 4, let's say 0, 1, 1, 0, and 0. So solve ARR length is 6. I will just iterate that it is working. You can see, sir, 40411
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's take another example. It could be 000.
Yes, sir.
Let it be 5 zeros and 1 with any non-zero value.
See this?
Yes.
That is, sir.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So that's all from my side, Samiran.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything that you would love to ask?
Sir, means what are the areas where I need to improve even more? I want to love to know about that.
Okay. That I would be telling you in the feedback part, right?
Yes, sir.
Anything that you would love to ask about it. Because when you are asked this question, you should be asking certain question about the company, right?
Okay, sir. So I would like to know that means how means GeeksforGeeks is working right now, means what kind of problems they are facing in major fields.
So have you applied for GeeksforGeeks?
For the software development, I would like to apply.
Okay. Okay. I'll answer these questions, right? Don't worry. I'll answer these questions. Aishwarya, that's all from our side.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So now coming back to my part, which is like a feedback for Samiran. Samiran, would you like to have it? I hope that you want it. So let's move
Yes.
ahead with the feedback. And so, sir, we want a feedback for Samiran for that.
Okay. So I'll brief all the this session, 55 minute sessions in certain points, right? So the interaction that goes on when I went through your resume, it was quite impressive, right? You mentioned your code, your competitive programming ratings over there, and the projects were really awesome. Like I would love to work with you if I got a chance to work on those projects, right? So the ideas are really good, and definitely I would have because when I asked you about certain problems, what I wanted to know is whether you have really worked on those projects or not. So when you have actually worked on the project, then you you encounter the problems and try to solve those problems. So challenges, when you have actually worked on certain projects or certain product, right? So
Yes, sir.
when you explain those problems that you actually face, creating those chat rooms, right? Like a small problem of assigning a unique name to a chat room, right? It gave me an idea that yes, you have worked on the projects, you have created them on your own, right? These are your genuine products, right? So definitely we would love to the first impression was we would love to have this person in our company because he has actually implemented certain things. After that, why we are asking you why those data structure questions, because we want to check your technical knowledge as well, right? Like how fast you are, how understanding you are, if you are able, we try to convince you with our views whether you get convinced or not. This is what I wanted to observe, because when you will be becoming a part of my team, whether you will go my way or not, or whether you will be forming your way in the company. So this is what we want in a team member who, because I am recruiting you as a team member of mine, right? So that is what we wanted. So when you were solving certain problems, you like, I don't know, you miss certain test cases. It could be because you are hurry, or it like generally what happens, you are nervous, you are when you are solving on your own, that is a quite different environment, right?
Yes, sir.
When you are
Yeah.
solving live, like it is expected that you might miss certain chances. But when as I was trying to deliver, like, guide you, I was trying to tell you that yes, sir, something is missing. You dry run it, right? And you found out this, yes, this is the case, because the thing when you were checking the root next, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then you realize that yes, root is null. How can I check root next? Then you made that check. But when you when you are making those corrections now, then you need to verify first on your own rather than just throwing it away on my side, right? So
Yes,
when
I
you are
got it.
making certain changes, you need to do the reverse engineering. Reverse engineering means it should be working on previous working cases as well. तो अभी आपने पहली वाली प्रॉब्लम भी यही किया, राइट? पहली वाली प्रॉब्लम में you put that mod वाला thing. It was working for that case, but you didn't verify on your own, right? तो which gives you an idea कि आप बहुत short term वो सोच पा रहे हो, पूरा नहीं सोच पा रहे हो, ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
बिकॉज मैंने
Yes,
एक
sir.
प्रॉब्लम बताया, आपने उस प्रॉब्लम को फिक्स किया, सोल्यूशन मेरे को दे दिया, फिर मैंने उसमें बताया कि इसमें भी प्रॉब्लम है, फिर आपने देखा अरे ये भी प्रॉब्लम है, फिर उसको फिक्स किया, राइट? So this should not be the approach. When you are fixing something, you should be re-verifying whether it should working on previous working cases or not. अभी वाले पे तो काम कर रहा है, लेकिन प्रीवियस वाले पे कर रहे हैं या नहीं कर रहा, वो मैं एक बात, लेकिन वो आप करते होगे, राइट? जब आप कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग करते होगे तो यू मस्ट बी डूइंग इट. बट व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू इज, आप कितने भी अच्छे हो, लेकिन जैसा प्रेजेंट आपने 30 मिनट में 40 मिनट में किया, दैट मैटर्स, राइट? So develop that habit of verifying your answer once before submitting it, right? Just don't get it like build and fix model पे काम नहीं करना कि build fix किया फिर से deploy कर दिया, fix किया फिर deploy कर दिया. पहले एक बार checking करते हैं, testing करते हैं खुद, ठीक है? And yes, really good programming skills are impressive, really good, right? But you need to, because EC student हो, तो I cannot expect that much conceptual level. But yes, अगर मैं EC student से बात करूँ, ठीक है, तो it is a yes from my side. I would definitely move you to next round.
Thank you for that, but I would like to be more of CC student, that the person should not be thinking me as a EC student like that. So I will improve myself
Sorry?
even more. I'm saying that
Yes.
I don't want the interviewer to think me as a EC student, but as a CC student. That's what I'm saying.
It does not matter, right? ये कोई दया टाइप का चीज नहीं है. Like we know that you are the one who would be able to adapt to the environment, right? So that's why it's not about, like I am again telling you, it's not about how many questions you have answered correctly. It's about
How
how
much effort means
adaptable
how we
you
think
are,
about.
right?
Okay, sir.
How you have, yes, how you have tried to tackle the problem, right? How you have approached the solution. That is what matters. So your approach was quite aggressive. You tried to fix it as soon as possible. Like, अभी आप कर सकते हो, but what happens is अभी आपको कोड कुछ नहीं है, रन करना है, ठीक है? लेकिन जब आप कंपनी में काम करते हो, आपको कोड को डिप्लॉय करना होता है, और डिप्लॉयमेंट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि मैंने चेंज किया और वो डिप्लॉय हो गया, ठीक है? अभी तो आप रन करते हो, सेव किया, रन हो गया. डिप्लॉय करने के बाद इट टेक्स अ पर्टिकुलर सेट ऑफ स्टेप्स, राइट? इट माइट टेक अ डे, इट माइट टेक 2 days, राइट? वो एक प्रोसेस के थ्रू जाता है और उसके बाद डिप्लॉय होता है, ठीक है? तो एक चेंज करोगे तो you might have to wait for few hours or few days for deployment. फिर पता लगा, फिर चेंज आ गया, फिर वेट करना पड़ेगा. तो इसीलिए we don't want you to go for build and fix thing, right? So don't worry about it, and always there is a chance of scope of improvement. Definitely you will, right, Samiran? And all the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for the interview. It was pretty good, and as well as very comfortable as well.
So Samiran, how was your experience of this interview? We would like to know.
No, it was pretty good. I was actually too much nervous. Even during the interview, I was a little bit nervous, but as per the starting, it was really comfortable. Means I was very good with this interview stuff of things. It was really very comfortable.
Okay. So have you appeared in some of the interviews before?
No, sir, this was my first ever interview. So I wanted this because I'm a EC student. I wanted to have a
That's great.
technical CS interview. So that's why I wanted it.
That's great.
If it was your first interview, then we will be giving you +2. Like I will be giving you +2 for that, right? It was
Yeah,
quite
that was
quite a good interaction, I can
that's
tell
the
you.
thing I was going to say. It was like this is the first interview, and that's pretty amazing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Agree.
so thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Samiran, for coming at this platform and
Thank you,
taking
Ashwin.
this initiative of this webinar with us. And thank you so much, sir, for always being this enthusiastic mentor for us. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye. All the best, Samiran. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, guys, that was our live mock interview, session number 26. So, yeah, we have come so far. We have conducted 26 sessions of live mock interview. And if you also want to prepare, you know, yourself for your dream companies and you think that you want to be a part of these live sessions, so there is a link in the description below. Just go to that link, fill in the entries, and we'll contact you. We'll check, and we'll contact you. We'll talk to you, and if we think that you are ready for a live mock, we'll get you on board and we'll do the live mock with you. So yeah, don't forget to check that. Also, keep checking our events page because we are planning some really different webinars in the coming weeks, and some really the webinars that has never been happened in the past months. So yeah, we'll take that, and also you can check so that we are just doing this webinar just because that we have taken your feedbacks on many things, and based on that we are getting into the different webinars, and for that you have to stay updated on our events page. So the link of the same is also in the description. And yeah, till then, keep learning, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. And also that from your feedbacks we are able to arrange some other webinars as well, just because you guys are suggesting us that okay, you should do this, we want to learn this, and we are doing that. So yeah, this is how this goes, and we want you to just keep giving us feedbacks, and so that we be providing you with better content and better webinars. So yeah, just I hope that your weekend has been insightful one after this session, and we'll meet again. Maybe not me, but Geeks will meet you again tomorrow. So yeah, till then, take care. Bye bye. Keep learning. Good night.